trailer do we want? 16, cool. There it is. Hello and welcome, good morning. What is going on? Quite a bit apparently. So I've just been on holiday for a month. The Greek video has been out for a couple of months and has been received very positively. Lots of comments and things and bits and bobs. And on the back of that, I seem to have had a little bit of a recruitment drive. There's now 2 new guys working for us. So I went over and when I saw them, so I went over. How do you do? It's you, I've seen your videos. And yeah, I saw your videos and now I work here. So I've unintentionally sort of recruited a couple of drivers that now work for us. If people are going to be working here based off of seeing my videos, it's probably best I do something more realistic, because there's been lots of fancy pants overseas foreign trips, and that's kind of like the top 20% cream of the crop type thing. So today's video is going to be something a bit more boring, but a bit more dull, but it's more representative of the 80-90% of work of what we actually do. There's also other bits, like when it's quiet. We've done quite a bit of containers this year that I've done. Most of January and February I was on containers. Then you've obviously seen LKW. I didn't do any videos at Alkaline, but I've done work for them for about 4, 5, 6 months. So it's not always events and it's not always foreign work. Unlike Waitrose, it has been received a bit more positively. Not only have we got 2 guys working for us that have seen my videos, they got someone else in. A Hungarian lady that you may or may not know, goes by the name of The Adventures of Trucker Lina. So she was in my truck for 2 weeks whilst I was off. She took my truck to Dublin, so you can see her driving this very truck, taking it over to Dublin and doing a collection there and bringing it back to somewhere, possibly near London. Speaking of Trucker Lina, she is conveniently back in this week. Funnily enough, doing the exact same job that I'm doing, so we will be running together potentially. What am I doing? Well, apart from getting on the motorway, pretty much the same as you've already seen before. I'm off to Borehamwood, that place in Borehamwood that appeared in the Belgian video, except the only difference this time, I'm not dropping the trailer off and it's a weekday, so you get to see the full horror of what it's like on a weekday. May or may not see Lina, because she was due in at 12:30 I think, and I'm due in at 2:30, and that's purely so she can get loading out the way, because you can't get more than 1 truck into that yard. Once we've done that, heading back round towards London Heathrow, park up for the night somewhere, and then drop off into Sofitel. Apparently Lina's going to follow me. She's not overly sure of where she's going. If she can successfully do Borehamwood She can go anywhere pretty much. I've just been trying to think, okay, how can we sort of set expectations, set a reasonable representation of what we do. Do FCL quite a lot, do NEC a fair bit. I was there just last Saturday. O2, the arena and the hotel. Quite a lot of London, pretty much, yeah, north, south, east, west, central. So if you're not comfortable with driving into London or aren't prepared to be thrown in at the deep end, this place is probably not for you. Most of it is sort of south and central UK. Fair bit of hotel work, which is what I'm doing today. Seasonally, you get during the summer, you get all the festivals and whatnot. So I've just pulled out of a festival in Nottingham. When was it? Thursday, I think. Did Nebworth for Liam Gallagher Sunday. Did Festival last year somewhere in Oxford, near Oxford. What else do we do during the summer? Promotional tours, giving away free drinks. So yeah, most of our work is UK based. You do get the odd stuff, and the majority of that. We have been doing quite a bit of island work recently. France is fairly common, Paris in particular, Spain, Barcelona in particular, Germany, Italy is the main ones that we go to. Then you've got the other ones that are not as common, maybe once, twice a year. Switzerland, Netherlands, Belgium that I went to, that was a subby job, which is quite rare. Had a Portugal job recently. We've got a rigid, it's gone up to Copenhagen. It's also another thing, we've got a rigid fleet as well. It's not just Arctics, but they're not based at our yard, that's just the Arctic yard. We've got a rigid one over near, somewhere towards London. So if you're a class 2 driver and you like what the work is, we've got somewhere near London a rigid fleet. They've got a couple of depots, I think. I do know they're recruiting as well, and they're running flat out. They're way busier than what we are. And they get to some places as well, they get sent to some places, and possibly even go overseas a bit more than the Arctics do. So if you're just looking to do more foreign work, maybe have a look at doing the rigid side of it. Yeah, some of the rarer ones, that Greek job, that's pretty much a one-off, once in a blue moon job. We had a guy go to Malta last year, we had one to Sardinia, down to Romania, I think one of our guys has done before. Poland's pretty rare. What else? I've had recently someone comment in one of my videos, is it all convoy work or are you solo? I think all the videos that I've done apart from one, where I did the subby job with Conference Hall, that was a 2-truck job. The Barcelona was a big job, but I went down on my own. Load of trucks went in, about 3 or 4 together. All the other jobs that I've done have been on my own. But yeah, we get a mix of the two. Sometimes you're in a convoy with other trucks, sometimes you're on your own. I know the Portugal job recently was a solo job. The Swiss one was 2 trucks. What else? We had an Amsterdam job, that was 3 trucks. Copenhagen one in the rigid, there's a solo job. So yeah, hopefully that gives you a reasonable idea of what actually happens here. Don't be watching that Greek video and going, oh, that looks amazing, I want to do that, and that's a one-off. Look at all these cars. Oh, there's a van right on the corner, so that's gonna have to move. Yeah, she's in there still, okay. Lina is still on the bay loading. Anyone parked on this corner? No, good, I can get in there then. And then reverse it back all the way down at the bottom of this road because it's a dead end. So park down here. And then I can walk up and have a look and see what's going on. Nice and wide. Yeah, I am indicating right. Fingers crossed it was wide enough for the trailer to get round. Just about, look at that, inch off the curb. turn in here. Run it up onto the curb just to make sure that we can get past this car, so it can be a bit tight sometimes. Yes, a little bit on the squeezy side. This is what it looks like during a weekday. Another hour, 3 o'clock. Okay, plenty of time for lunch and probably even enough time to quickly walk up and have a look, see how things are going, see what Lina thinks about parking tonight. What have we got? Those 3 spaces are taken up. That one's taken. There isn't one on this corner, and that's the important one. As long as that one stays free, you can get back out. Those don't really matter too much. Plenty of cars parked down here today. So this is what it more typically looks like when you're in here. So there you go, that's what it looks like normally. And Lina is in the white DAF, at least one. Because our one's on order. Keep getting delayed, we can't get hold of trucks. So yeah, it looks like that. And it's got a slightly higher fifth wheel than ours. 1050mm. They're quite, no, they're not super common, but they're not super duper rare either. The guys just walked down. Says the other truck is finally done, and she's just trying to reverse her way out now. I didn't get to see Lina reverse out, but I did see her. She's gone now. Heading for the parking. I'm going to give myself some extra space by mounting the curb. Cool, there we go, we're in. Shove her into this corner, line it up, there we go. Boom, in, easy as that. Please, steady on glasses. So the bulk of what I'm picking up has been loaded on the back of the truck for quite a while now. I'm just waiting for a van to turn up with a ladder, and that's it. Otherwise I could have been off ages ago. So there's a lot of sitting around waiting, but the place is slowly emptying out. That van weren't really in the way that much, not too bad. What is it now? 8:30, guaranteed everywhere's going to be full up around Heathrow now, so I'm going to be struggling for a parking space. Lovely, might have to do the unideal thing and dump it in a lay-by somewhere. No, it's closed, okay. The place where I was going to park is not open. I'm going to have to... What are you saying, Lina? Sending pictures. Sadly, it's full. Okay. It's closed and it's full. Okay. I'm not parking there then. So our options are Beaconsfield, Heston, Cobham, they're the nearest big services. After that, it's going to be a lay-by. Right, let's get out of it then. And see where I can get parked. Now, to get out, what you need to do is keep pretty close to the wall on your right hand side and then start turning the trailer before you get to the corner, and you've got to turn it before you can actually see where the trailer's going to be going. So it's not until you're pretty much around the corner that you know whether you've done it right or not. Not too close to that one. Oh, come on. Over the speed bump. Post. Trailer's pretty much out. There we go. That's how you get out. Wasn't a particularly brilliant one. I could have kept that a lot tighter. But there we go. Get around the back of this van if we can. You've parked in a bit of an inconvenient spot, haven't you? Worst case scenario, I could be a bit cheeky and go the wrong way around the traffic island, or straight on and reverse it back. Yeah, we're round. There we go. Just got to watch out for the headboard on the plastic bollards this time. Trailer's good, cool. It's probably the most difficult job I've had getting out of there. There's normally not something parked right on the corner. Certainly not something as large as a van. 25, yes please. Find somewhere to park and then drop off in the morning. Onto the M40. I can practically guarantee that Beaconsfield's going to be completely full by now, but we'll give it a go. Give this a go, and then we'll try the lay-bys opposite, and then I don't know if it would be worth trying anywhere else. It's just a waste of time and fuel. That's not a good sign if trucks are already parking at the top of the slip road. You know it's busy when there's trucks already parked up back here. As expected, it is full. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get in any of the services. Yeah, another rigid, Arctic. There's a van. They're even all taking up all these unofficial spaces as well. Normally you get them two in front of me, you don't get one just here. So that shows you just how full this place is tonight. Straight over the M40, off the other side. Couple of lay-bys here. Check these ones out and see what's going on. A bit of a squeeze, that one. Could have maybe got in if you'd moved up. Could reverse in there, but that means reversing off of a dual carriageway, not particularly safe. Yep, everything's taken up here. Try the M4. Park at Heston, not really. I suppose we should try it first, since it's close. Usually get parked here even fairly late at night. just not overly keen on it. But, at least it's a proper parking area. That way, if anything does get damaged or nicked, I can at least say I was in an actual official parking area. Right, here we go. Let's try this. Then we'll try the other side. Let's see if that's got any spaces, although it's smaller than eastbound. There's one between there. There's a few. I'll park my back end facing towards the car park. Cool, there we go. What does that do? Not much. Go inside, find a way to pay for this parking, and then work out what I'm doing in the morning, pretty much. See if Lina wants me to swing by where she's parked and guide her in the morning, or if she's happy to make her own way down. And then we'll make a plan from there. Morning, ready to go after a 9-hour break. Literally a 9-hour break. As you can see, plenty of space still. And the reason for that, most likely, is because it's a bit of a pain getting back out. Once you're in it, you've got to drive all the way into Chiswick, and then all the way back out again, and you get morning rush hour, which is what we're going to hit. I imagine the foreign guys don't park here very often because it's inside the low emission zone, the safer HGV zone, and I imagine now it's also inside the DVS zone as well. We'll make our way to Chiswick, spin round, and then start heading back out again. And that is why you don't really want to park at Heston, because you've got to deal with this, or several miles of this, before I can get to a junction and turn off. Lina has contacted me, asked where I parked up, as I said here. Asked her if she's happy to make her own way down, or if she wants to follow me, and she said she wants to follow me. Not sure if she's too familiar with the way, but I don't know if she knows if I know the way or not, because I don't. I've never been there before. But yeah, I'm gonna eventually get to Chiswick, swing round and run back to where she is, convoy it round the corner to where the hotel is. Now, I had a brief look at Lina's Facebook page yesterday, and there's a short video of her trying to get into that place yesterday, and there's a little tripod thing on the dashboard, so I don't know if she's doing a video or not. Would be cool, because then you can get to see the same job from two different perspectives. No doubt her video will probably be better than mine. There's a reason why she has more subscribers than I do, apart from the fact that I only upload once every like 3-4 months. Chiswick, this is what we want. Now come off the flyover, down to the roundabout, and I will need to move over at some point. If you didn't know, a couple of 100 yards over to the left, that's where Top Deck's offices are. Assuming they haven't relocated since the pandemic. Back along the A4, and then eventually we'll get to a slip road that takes us back up onto the flyover. This old slip road is a bit dodgy, it doesn't give you much time to see what's going on with the traffic before you have to make your decision whether you're going to get on or not. No cars moved over. junction outside the M25 is the A4 again, and is where we are going to go. There's Lina, ready to go. Right, follow me. Let's go. Shut it down one lane at a time. Come on, Lina, you needed to stay closer than that. No, she's out. She's out. There we go. All the cars are out the way now, she's right behind me. Perfect. So the quick and easy way to our destination is that way, but it's buses only. So we've got to carry all the way down, past the hotel, and then loop back on ourselves and come up on that inner, perimeter road. And I just discovered last night, I never knew this, that all the roads around Heathrow, their names begin with the letter that they are on the compass direction. So all the roads to the north, all their road names begin with an N. Then you've got all the ones over to the east, they begin with the letter E. Down to the south, they'll start with an S. And then all the ones around here on the west side, they'll begin with a W. So we've got like Wade Road, Wirral Road, this, that road, some other. So I never knew that. I was today years old when I discovered that. Turn off up onto this roundabout, head towards short stay, and then follow the signs for overheight vehicles because we don't want to head towards parking. It's only, don't know what it is in feet, 2.7 metres or something like that. Go nice and slow. Give Lina a chance to keep up. She's just pulling out now. Nice and slow. Ignore all the cars behind you, they can wait. Overheight vehicles, Sophie Hotel. There she is, right behind us. Cool. 2.2, 7'2". Yeah, I'm a bit taller than that. Here's the Sofitel. Don't think we want that way. Okay. That looks like a crew member. Oh dear. We are full. So much for an 8 o'clock delivery. We'll sit here since there's plenty of room and there's no double yellow lines, and I'll give me Guy a ring and see what's going on with the parking situation. Guy's just called me. I could hear the trucks beeping through the phone, so they're about to leave any second. The other one shouldn't be far behind. Yeah, lucky I did wait for a bit. Morning, all good?
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
If you're truck 1 or truck 2?
I think I'm truck 1.
You're truck 1.
we both getting in there at the same time, are we?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll put him in, then we'll back you tight up,
Yep.
get him in,
Okay.
and then we'll just shuffle you slightly, alright?
Yep, okie doke. I hear cars beeping behind Lina. Oh, there they go again. That's the nature of the job sometimes, you just have to make people angry.
There'll be a ramp off the back, yes, yeah, go in there. Down there? Yep, good.
Cool. Almost tipped. It's the lift that's proven to be the slowest part of this operation. So we've got a big crew in and they're pulling everything straight off in a few seconds flat. There's Lina waiting to tip. Because it's slightly higher, she can run with her wing tops on as well, whereas we can't. That 100mm makes all the difference. But yeah, apparently that used to be a race car transporter, so it had quite the cushy life. It's what, 4 years old, 6.8 plate, and it's only done 16,000 kilometres. I don't know if they'll watch me back, but yeah, maybe if they don't. Cool, right, look out everyone. Coming back. Guide me, Lina. Get up. See ya. All good. Everybody come in. Off we go. So that's me done, tipped. I'm now running empty down to Crawley, which is another one of our places that we regularly frequent. I'm going to be loading up there and then dropping it into Wimbledon, I think. I'm going to have a look at the address a bit later on. Where are we? 25. The road we came down earlier, just back up. Here we are in Crawley, just down the road from where we need to be. Is the main entrance going to be open? That is the question. It is. Hooray. Take a nice wide swing rather than go in the lane. It can be a bit of a squeeze to get through this gate sometimes. Not too bad. There we go. Find out which door that I need to load up out of. There's a load of stuff there. So that might be it. Park ourselves in this corner, open up the back doors and then blindside it on. we're in. I'll just centralise it a bit more. And that'll do there. Cool, sorted, loaded up with the overspill from yesterday's load. Suspension up. No pedestrians, no, okay. Turn left out of here. So right out. Scare everyone into thinking you're a foreigner and you've forgotten what side of the road to drive on, and then hook it back round. And we are going to Roehampton Tennis Club, better known by its other name as the Wimbledon Qualifiers, collected from this place last year. And I know the entrance is a bit of a fun one. So you've got a narrow gate that's not much wider than the truck, but the gate's alongside the road, so you've got to drive along the road and turn in. And if you don't get it just right, it's a bit of a squeeze. There's the South Circular, so we'll want to turn left and then shortly again left. Straddle the lanes, just to give us that bit of extra space to get the trail around. And then up here, on the right somewhere. Once again, run it deep. Turn in hard, and then everything should be good. There we go. Give the cyclists behind a chance to see what's going on, because one of them's quite quick. You're going to have to go. As are you. Can we get down there? This is the way we came in last year. There we go. Yeah, all this parking was suspended last year to give us the extra room to get in the gate. Parking suspended. So this looks like the way. These two vehicles should not be here because I need that space. Otherwise I will not get in through the gate. So I'll park it down here at the moment so I'm out of the way. I'll ring my guy up, let him know I'm here, and then see if we can get those two cars moved, or the car and the van, because I will not be getting in through that gate otherwise. It only just fits. All good? Am I just parking over there, am I?
Yeah, straight forward.
Yep.
Then reverse beside.
Reverse there, yeah. Okie doke. All do. Will do. That is how you get in. Now we've got to get out, which is possibly harder, I'm not sure. It was a long time since I did it, but you'll see in a moment. Get me away from those traffic cones so I can get round them. Then we do the same in reverse. And out we go. See if I can be a bit cheeky and park up here on the left. Get a little 15-minute braking since I'm on 5.5 hours. And see what the boss says after that. Off we go. Back to base. All done for the day, I think. And we're on the South Circular. Follow this round back to the Chiswick roundabout that I was at this morning. Get on the M4 and away we go. So here's Chiswick roundabout where we were earlier this morning. Come round and off towards the M4, just like this morning. Gonna give way, thank you. Thank you, Flash. So there we go, we're out, we're away, job done, on the M4, back to base. That is how a typical day is done. That is the majority of the work, as I've already said. So, until next time, see you then!